Now, back to Coastal Living on KZTV.
Welcome back, everyone. Please welcome our hair expert today. Christopher Jarrett is here to show us how to achieve that perfect spring beach wave look. Welcome, Christopher.
Hey, welcome. Thank you.
Thank you for joining us today. Now, how long have you been doing hair?
I've been doing hair licensed for over 10 years, but
Amazing.
I kind of was self-taught, been doing hair since I was 14. So,
Okay,
yeah,
and
a
so
while.
at that age is when you kind of knew this is something I think I might want to do for
Definitely.
the rest of my life.
Yes.
And what is it that turned you on to doing hair?
I like to be creative. I love to create things with my hands, so I'm very artistic as well. So I feel like this
Awesome.
is just another way for me to express my creativity.
Creativity.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, and we left it up to you to let us know what was coming in for spring, and you mentioned the beach wave, which I think
Right.
is both a challenge
Yeah.
and a very fun look for so many people, and you're going to teach us how to achieve it. So where do we start?
Yes. So basically, I already pre-curled her hair with the beach wave, but I'm gonna kind of redo a little bit so you can see.
And I absolutely love it.
It looks really good.
Side note, I love these beach wave looks. I feel like this is always something that's going to be in style no matter what.
I got you. Teamwork.
you.
Yes, there we go.
If you don't have a hair clip, make sure you have a friend here to help you. All right.
So
and
what
so what is the
you
strategy here? Because I
What
want to
to
know the
do
secret.
is basically start at the bottom. You don't have to take really small sections. So that's another thing that's really awesome with the beach wave. It doesn't take a long time,
Okay.
especially once you get the hang of it.
the hang of it, right? I think with curling in general, once you get down the motion of the curl,
Right. So you're gonna start at the top of the strand. Pull your way down, and the trick is not to release the curling iron. You're just gonna pull and twist. So you're leaving the end straight.
and this is very different from the traditional curling method where you
Exactly.
start from the bottom and work your way up. You're
Yeah.
going
Oh,
to get
wow.
a different payoff, right?
Yes.
I'll have to
See?
try this.
I call that when the old-fashioned curl. I call it a quinceañera curl.
Okay, so
It's like springy and curly.
it's true, and it's a wonder. I mean, maybe this type of curl has been around, but I feel like it just came out like 2-3 years ago, like
Right.
this method, right?
Right, and it's so easy. And right now, a lot of girls, they don't have time to be fixing their hair every day. And if you set this right, it's gonna last you for a couple of days. So you
Yeah.
can go a couple of days without having to wash your hair.
All you need is your dry shampoo,
Yes,
right?
Yep.
exactly. That is a woman's, well, one of my best friends, I would have to say, because I use it
time.
quite often.
Absolutely.
And these waves are just so beautiful.
Yeah, they came out really,
So
really nice.
What I did was alternate the curl. These are going out, and these are going in. So in this next section, you're gonna alternate the opposite direction.
Okay, good to know.
And this is just to give you more volume. You don't want all your curls to kind of like mesh together
all
and just
mine
create
are going to
one
the same
big.
party.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. So even
is-
all the way to the front, we're alternating back and forth?
The front, all around the hairline, is where we're gonna do them all back. You don't
Okay,
want to do
so
curls
the back is where you want to go
towards
back
your
and forth.
face.
Okay, good
That
to know.
is also something that's very old school, is the curls towards the face.
Yes. Still a look though. Still a vibe
you want
for those
that
of us
vibe,
at
yes.
home. Yes. For sure. Okay, and so this type of look you mentioned is one that can last for days if done correctly. What do you mean by that? Is it down to the tools? Is
It's
it the
down to the
products that you're
tools.
using?
It's the products. I already sprayed her hair with a setting spray for like as far as a hairspray, and also you don't want to break up the curls. So you want to give them time to set and cool down, and that's what's going to help them last a lot longer. A lot of times people, right after they curl their hair, they brush their fingers through.
Yes.
Oh, no.
So you want to
And
let it set.
You want to let it set.
And
correct.
what about the thing about hairspray and the correlation with heating tools? Is there a certain type that's good to use or a time that you put it on to create less damage?
Yes, I always, of course, I start off with a heat protector. So after you put that, you, I use the Kenra number 13. It's a good like setting spray.
Okay.
It's a hairspray, but it's not too hard, and it's gonna help set the curl before.
Yeah, because you don't want to go in with like Aquanet and then you have
No,
like
yeah,
plastic curls in
exactly.
your hair, right? Okay,
do
so
not
that's
wanna do
good to
that.
know. And I like what you say too about it lasting a couple of days because it's true. I've had days where I wake up the second day and I'm like, hey, this looks better than the
better than the
first because
first,
sometimes
exactly.
it's just a little worn on. And we're talking beachy. We live on the coast, so that
Yes.
beachy look is very effortless looking, although as you can see here, it does take some work.
And these, I mean, this type of style is something, you know, you're walking to your car and the wind blows your hair, you just kind of run your fingers through and it's gonna
there
look
you
good right
go.
after.
Now, don't even look at I'm trying to hide mine. I bought a new leave-in conditioner that left me looking like I haven't washed my hair in 3 weeks. So thank you very
Stop.
much. I won't drop the brand, but did not work out for me. So, and that just goes to show you how important it is to have the right products because it's okay to experiment. It's good to try new things, but sometimes if something just ain't working for you, you got to ditch it or give it to that friend and be like, here you go, it's really expensive, I got it for you. When really it ruined
I'm
your
going
hair.
to kind of fast forward here to the front part.
Okay.
As you can see, I'm alternating the curl right here as well. Right here, this is the section that's around her hairline, so
Okay.
you don't want to go forward with this.
Okay. And at this point, we're going to talk about the next fun little element that you brought us for spring, which is a clip-in hair extension.
I am so excited for this.
So it's about this part of the hair where you start.
So I'm going to put this, right now pastels are really in, so
Mm-hmm.
you can see this color right here. We did like what they call like a holographic hair.
Very cool.
So it's just something fun. If you don't want to fully commit to bleaching out your hair to a platinum blonde and putting those crazy colors in your hair, you just want it for a weekend or for a night out. Clip-in extensions, tape-in extensions, all of that is a really good way to do that without fully committing to coloring your hair those colors.
And I want our viewers to see, these are like just regular little hair clips. For anyone who's like, oh, there's so many different kinds. You can get the
Right.
tape-in hair extensions. You can
Right.
have them glued in, woven into your hair. These are amazing because they literally go in and out however you please, however you like them to be. And you can really experiment with these fun colors, which are great for any age. I see young little girls having fun
Exactly.
with these. I see really every age group
Right.
experimenting with either permanent or temporary colored hair. So this is really fun. And you can get hair extensions anywhere, but if you're gonna mess with coloring and heating them, we wanna make sure that it's real hair,
Right.
not synthetic hair. So when you buy it, please don't buy synthetic hair and then ruin your curling iron trying to
Yes.
put a curl
no,
because
yeah.
it melts like plastic. So you
And
gotta
I
the-
make
don't want
sure.
that to happen.
The quality of the hair is what's going to determine the fun you can have with them, how long they're going to last you. I actually had to bleach these out and do the color, so
Okay.
and they're still standing. So
Alright. So before we go, let's get this guy in so everybody can see the finished product.
Yay.
And Jocelyn, you can't see your hair yet, honey, but you look like a Victoria's Secret model with that
you
big
just
old
made my
curly
day.
hair. I love it.
Oh my
just wanna
goodness.
kinda
This is the mermaid
tease-
look I've always wanted.
Yes, and as we know, Jocelyn is obsessed with mermaids, so basically all of her
You're
dreams are
definitely
coming
getting
true
Yes,
today.
they
a
are.
strand of mermaid hair.
And I want y'all to see the finished product. So it just clips right in. You just have to tease the roots so it has something to hold on to.
Just
And this is
clip
the same
that
method you
in.
use if you're doing a full head of hair. I'm sure every lady out there can relate to complimenting their friend's hair and the friend saying, girl, it's clip-on. And you're like, what? No way. How do those work? And this is exactly how they work. Very
Just gonna
pretty.
kind of curl that to blend it in a little bit.
Yeah.
Cool.
And let's see that. That's kind of going into the real hair. I'm ready for the finished look. Let's see it. Flip the top back over.
So we just put
Very
that
cute.
over.
And it's just like a little pop of color. And how cute would this be? You know, like if Jocelyn was wearing white and we did like a soft pink lip on her or a little plum, like how
Oh, cool. I feel like
fabulous is that?
I got my very
love
own
it.
makeover today.
Absolutely. You look like looking like $1 million, honey.
I
You need to
love
go live
it.
since you can't go anywhere in public with this Corona thing. Well, Christopher,
you so
Jared, thank
much.
you so much for showing us
Thank
how
you
to
for having
achieve
me.
the perfect beach wave. Make sure to grab some of those essential products. You want to have that good spray, a good heat protecting spray as well, and the right tools and strategy. So if you love this segment, you'll be able to find it later on our social media platforms and YouTube so that you can try this at home. Thank you so
All right,
much.
Thank you.
Thank
you.
Awesome job.